Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Mary J, put it on, hit the full screen mode for my camera. There you go. Perfect. Now we're in the center. And then the background, you could change it to the triple A. Never mind. You can leave it like this. This is fine. We'll be able to get some good clips with this in the background. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, I can get my glasses on here in a minute. Hopefully, the music is it too loud in the background? Make sure this other mic ain't on. I just got done working out with one of my gym sisters. We just did the end of our workout. Um, did back, chest, and biceps today. So, got to get out of here. Got to get around the street to my place. What time am I supposed to meet? Let me see. Can I get added back? Mary J. Take me off and add me back, man. You gotta remove me from the stage and then add me back. There we go. Now sending me up. Full screen. Full screen. Full screen. Lordy Jesus. Just full screen it. There you go. All right, Shakita. You too. All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Had a little late start. No big deal, though. Like I said, today's segment, it won't be a long one. If you want to, first, before I do that, get into the show, man, welcome in, everybody. Hope y'all having a blessed early Monday morning. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. For the ones that's tapped in live, I got to put my glasses on so I can see y'all comments. But we just leaving the gym, getting that workout in. I weighed in today, and I'm freaking excited because I gained a pound since last week. Give it up for that. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, that was huge. That's huge news, right, for me. Yeah, excited about that. You know, health as well. Feeling good about today. Feeling like something special is about to happen in today's adventures, in today's endeavors. So, yeah, I'm about to. The plan was to stop at Waffle House, and yes, I will. I will stop at Waffle House. My brother stopped by the gym, and he gave me the exact amount of money. As a matter of fact, no, I have to stop somewhere right now and get something before I do that. So, which way do I got to go? Am I going the right way? Okay, yeah. I got to stop somewhere and do something else first. So, whew, I'm blessed this morning, y'all. I'm really blessed. Welcome in though. Drop a like, drop a share. Make sure you comment. Let me know where you're watching from. We'll get to the comments here in a second once I find my glasses. They in my book bag somewhere. But just want to update y'all on some things, man, before we get into the conversation. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about some funny similarities that I found with this 2026 Alabama roster. and the narrative around the season, some of the similarities from a previous championship contending team, the 2016, 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017 squads. Those transition years, I feel like Alabama has come through that stage. They're in that stage right now. Again, under Kalen DeBoer. You look at some of the similarities, man. Talented rosters leading up to those years. You know, Coach Saban had just won in 2015, 2016. You have who was it after Jake Coker took over? After Jake Coker, it was Blake Sims in 14, Jake Coker in 15. You had Jalen Hurts 16, right? Where kind of you start to see the defense was great, right? Offense sputtered in 16, then 17, 16, 17. Tua comes in, national championship year, the say of the year. You see the momentum change. Offenses becoming explosive in spots. It seems like we in that same era. So we're gonna get into that conversation as I continue to walk and talk to y'all. Y'all continue running comments up. I promise you I'm gonna get to the comments before the end of the live. And we'll kind of just continue to talk about it. But don't forget to like and share. If you're on any other platform, especially like Facebook or something, definitely show some love on Facebook with the reaction. You got hear me breathing hard because we working. And I ain't up for the running right now, y'all. Your boy worked today. We was getting it in that gym. Put in that work. So, also, y'all, we got some recruiting news. I was going to talk about it on this live, but I think I'm going to wait to get home and sit down so that I can really discuss this with you all because there's some interesting things going on in recruiting, especially with the offensive line targets that Alabama's starting to gain some attention from. I'm going to kind of highlight some of these guys. We've been seeing a lot of guys, flip their commitments early before even like the official visits in June, which is not uncommon, right? But at the rate that we're seeing it right now, and this ain't a hot time for recruiting. This is like, you're getting in-home visits, your initial in-home visits, and you're seeing guys just initial conversations that have, I guess you could say baseline interest initially. And these kids are jumping at Bama right now. It's jumping at Bama. We're tapping back into Florida, back into Georgia, back into Texas, like some of the heavy hitter states where, your prospect per capita, the level of talent that you get in those areas is it's a difference maker when you can get these kids committed and on roster and develop them for more than 18 months and keep them on roster. So that's why I think Alabama is going to continue to sustain like the competitive edge and remain amongst the competitive programs and organizations in college football, because this staff has and will continue to do a great job in recruiting and evaluation of talent. And for them to be able, we talked about it on the last show, on the call-in show, for them to be able to do what they did with the roster. And we're not saying that this was a roster that lacked talent. That is not the narrative. The narrative is Alabama had to do something with a talented roster that didn't fit their philosophy, so to say, right? And a lot of people that don't know football or that claim to know football don't really know football, they would think that you could just get, you got people that's fantasy draft coaches, right? They think because you get the best player, right? The fastest player, the player that had the most yards last year, whatever, I think you're supposed to just automatically get the best results. You get what I'm saying? But that ain't how it works. Hold on, y'all. We got Bama fans. Can I get a roll tide real quick? Y'all go follow your boy on YouTube, man. We live right now, Coach Smook. Smook. I cover Bama football. I get all the insider reports, live callers, and everything. Yeah. Y'all see that? Your boy, I don't be scared. Follow me. Like, share, subscribe. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all, I'm headed to pick up my first birthday present. That's where I'm headed. That's why I'm walking like this, like a fat kid. Y'all want me to tell you what it is? It ain't a surprise. So, and I don't even know the name of her business officially, but y'all know anybody that know me for real. And this is kind of like our walk and talk. This is how we do walk and talk. This ain't the live morning show. This is the walk and talk segment of the morning show. Because once I get home, we're going to go into a commercial break. I'm going to hook up, and we might just open the phone lines for y'all. But if you don't want to wait for the phone lines to open, you can leave voicemails. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, put me in the game, Coach Smook, and leave your message. Whatever your topic is, whatever your thoughts is concerning college football, Alabama football, Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee, Texas, Ohio State, Nebraska. Been checking in Ohio State. We've been seeing y'all. You know, I said Auburn. Y'all could come around here too. It's safe. You know. But yeah, so we have that going. But y'all know that everybody know me, know I love banana pudding. Whew. And this lady, church I used to play at, this lady, man, God has blessed her hands and her heart. And Lord knows this woman can make, I'm about to cry thinking about it. Banana pudding, y'all. Can y'all hear me good still? Is my audio messed up or something? Let me see. And don't forget, y'all could donate. Y'all know your boy birthday tomorrow. It don't hurt to show some love. Uh-oh. My bad, Mary J. See if I back out. Do I got to refresh for you to get me back in here? Let me know. Shoot me a text. I keep trying to dismiss these notifications that pop up, y'all. That's why we got to get our phone fixed, our other phone. If I need to back out and come back in, I'll do it. That's on me, Mary J. No panic. We good. Oh, can you see me? I just can't see myself. So y'all can see me, right? What I look like? Okay. I can't see myself, so I'm gonna take y'all word for it. My producers, if y'all could really see me and hear me, do the applause. Do the applause, cause y'all are not now we could. Oh, y'all can't see me. Oh, okay. Let me back out and come back in. Let me see. Hey, how you doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my first present, y'all. I'm in the middle of my live morning, so get this. Look, I was just telling him, I was like, I be crying when I eat her banana pudding, y'all. Thank you so much. Look, thank you. Look, here you go.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Look, this where you at? You work over here at this building? I live right up the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been good. Been good. Look, training and stuff, trying to stay. Yes, man. Thank you. You have a good one. All right, y'all. My Miss Jackie. Oh boy, I'm about to cry. I'm looking at it. Y'all ain't even gonna show y'all yet. I ain't gonna show y'all yet. I'm about to go home. I probably won't even eat breakfast. I'm messed up, y'all. These red velvet. Oh Lord. Lord. I'm about to cry. Y'all, I love this. Man, listen. You wanna see this? You wanna see this dude get emotional? Put some food out there that I want. Oh my God. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm about to show y'all these red velvet cupcakes. And y'all gonna be like, man, that's why he crying. And this banana pudding, come on, man, come on in the room. Jesus, ooh, Lord, yeah. How you doing? Good morning. So back to what I was saying. Banana pudding? No, that ain't what we was talking about. Bama football. That's what we was talking about. All right, back to it. So talk about the similarities. And the reason why I'm excited about this year, one, because we talked about everybody, and it's not excuses, it's facts. Like an excuse would be like, the only reason we losing is because Kalen DeBoer don't have his guys style. No, I haven't heard Bama fans say that yet. You know, the ones that talk with some sense. I haven't heard them say that. I've seen Bama fans, and just like I think, that sit on the side of, hey, these guys are working with tools that they're not necessarily familiar with. And they're getting into some of these construction sites with the equipment that they're not familiar with, and they still able to create solid structures, right? Now, do the buildings always have the right amount of rooms, and do the lights always work when they're supposed to? No. But it was habitable, right? It was able to we was able to win games with what we had, and we did. You know, and I think last year was kind of like the final page of working with what you got. And this season is the season where you got everything you need. Now let's see where we go from there. Okay? So when I look at it, you look at 2015, that was the last season with Kirby Smart, defensive coordinator. You had major changes on the staff. You had major changes on your roster with veteran personnel on the defense leaving. You just had a whole bunch of different things leave from that championship squad, national championship squad, right? But Blake Sims and that next year squad, man, they did something special. They did something special. They put Bama back on the map. And for Jake Coker and that group to come in with the veteran presence that they have, it's similar to what we would have returning if the likes of Ryan Williams and Rico Scott and Derek Meadows and A.K. Deere and Daniel Hill and Keyron, all those guys come back next year. You look at the defensive presence that could come back next year, all the guys that have that 2 years of extra year eligibility, you know, that could be eligible for the draft next year, but, you know, come back 2 more years. This could be a solid run for Alabama, just like that was. And it started on the defensive side. 9 offensive touchdown a year. That was 16, right? 17 national championship year. That was a solid defense. Offense struggled, but the defense was there. So, and you look at look at how Bama has been playing under Kalen DeBoer and their staff the last 2 years. Would you all agree with me and say that the defense has been the saving grace for this team? Would y'all agree with that? Would it be crazy for me to say that? Not saying that it's been dominant, but the games where we've had to get down to the wire and grind it out and gut those games out, grind those games out, it's been the defense that's put us in position. Or games where we missed it, it wasn't necessarily because of the defense. Florida State was the worst game under Kane Womack. I'll give y'all that. Florida State game was the worst game. The Vanderbilt game wasn't even the worst game to me. I think that was a justifiable game. You know what I'm saying? This is the same type of offense that gave Coach Saban and Kevin Steele issues. You know, so when you put it all in perspective, I think more so than now, if we really look back at how those years of the latter years of Coach Saban's tenure and the dominance that was displayed during those years, how it transpired, you can kind of say Kalen DeBoer is kind of starting from that point. And that was kind of really when everybody was acknowledging that Saban had a dynasty. You know, I know the early years of what he had done, the 3 and 4 was standing out, but to go back and run it back the way he did, it was definitely huge, monumental. So we'll get into that some more. We'll break it down a little bit more and get in here and talk. So y'all jump in the comments. We're going to take like a 3-minute intermission, and we're going to get set up for the show. And when we come back from these infomercial breaks and a little music break, We'll do a little intermission. I'm gonna get with the team. This is their first time doing it like this, so we're just doing something kind of new. Keep y'all interactive and engaged. So go ahead and set up, and then when we come back, we'll be back with the call-in segments and all that stuff. We're gonna try to get into it this morning. All right. I appreciate y'all for tapping in here on the Coach Smook Network. Mary J, under the videos, run the how to join video. Run that one. Either you or Amanda. Go ahead and run that one, and then we'll be back after those messages. You got it, Mary J?
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips, the perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Hey, what's good, everybody? We're here live with the Coach Smook Network. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. No music or nothing. Y'all couldn't play no music. Hold on, y'all.
Leandre Gotate giusto.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Give it up for yourselves in the chat. We appreciate y'all. All right, we're good now. Can y'all hear your boy? Can y'all hear your boy? Just got in, had to let the dog out. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Again, give me 2 seconds, y'all. We're gonna make sure we got everything up and running good. We good. All right, let me do this. Hold on 1 second. Let me stop the music. Make sure we're good here. 2 seconds. We'll be right back.
Put me in a game, Coach Saban. Put me in a game, Coach Saban.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Saban. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Saban.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome back. We appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do here on the Coach Smook Network. Now, before we went into our little intermission, we were kind of setting up the platform to have this conversation. You know, Alabama, there's a lot of perspective things that we can look at, a lot of questions to ask, a lot of unknowns, a lot of, just aspirations for this season to be a breakout season for this team. You're talking about the staff that's been putting in work as far as recruiting, maintaining since the transition from the Saban era. And to be honest, I think I've come to the conclusion, and I've been saying this since the end of the Saban era, that Alabama was losing its stronghold as far as being one of the powers, as being the power of college football. It's no secret. And so with that being one of the topics of conversation in the offseason, every season, I think this is a real conversation to be had, because you're looking at a team that's 5 years removed from a national championship 6 years now, since 2020. 6 seasons since our last national championship. Now we're creeping up on the Florida, that Florida fan status where we're talking about almost 10 years ago, right? And we don't want to be Florida fans no time soon. We don't want to be Auburn fans. We definitely don't want to get the Georgia fan status 40 years before we see another one. So I look at it and I'm like, man, if we're just talking about what championships look like as Bama fans in this era, we have seen championship teams and what they look like. We've seen teams take what we put together as far as championship teams and kind of use that as a blueprint. Kurt Signetti up at Indiana right now literally just took the blueprint of what Saban's structure was like in building his program as far as the culture and capitalized on that with the portal. Y'all, it's a wasp that flew up in here and he think he gonna live, but he gotta die. Yeah, he gotta die. I don't even know why he felt like it was a safe space in this house for him to be here. But yeah, he gotta go. Yeah, he gotta go. Hold on, y'all. I'm on my crocodile hunter jump right now. Wow. Yeah, you cook, brother. Yeah, you cook, brother. Oh, he dead, y'all. He cooked, y'all. Yeah, he cooked. We had to cut him in half, chat. I would show y'all, but it's kind of graphic. Save it for the kids, All right, we back, y'all. I got my post-workout pump going right now, so y'all gotta just bear with me. We're gonna be here for another 25, 30 minutes anyway, so just bear with me. So when I look at the roster, man, you're looking at the quarterback position. Look at the competition at the quarterback position. You had Cooper Bateman as your lead guy. Austin Mack, right? Austin Mack. And I'm not saying the skill set is the same. I'm just saying the presence around him. Cooper Bateman was a junior at this point. Behind him was Blake Barnett. True freshman. Everybody was hype about him. Jet Tamala. Let's be honest. Jet. Then you had what's the other kid? It was somebody else in front of Jalen Hurts. We was talking about it the other day. Cornwall. Cornwall was in front of Jalen Hurts, right? And then you had
Jalen Hurts, which is to me the Keelan Russell of this group, who came in, and back then, and we're talking 2016, 2017, right? 2016. This is when the media coverage for spring ball and everything wasn't as in depth. We had to rely on just the two main guys. We're not gonna mention their name. We had to rely on their word for everything, and we found out that they were so far from the truth, right? They were so far from the truth, coming in and keeping us informed on what the quarterback battle was. That's when you started seeing YouTube channels and stuff started to get the recognition, TDA and those guys, because they were getting the real inside scoop, right? So you look at just the quarterback battle. You got a fresh quarterback battle just like the 2016 team, right? And you got a lot of wide receiver assets in that room that you're excited about. You had Calvin Ridley, Robert Foster, Cam Sims. They were part of a crazy talented group. Chris Black was still here, just coming back from an injury. So you had the talent there. I think we had, was it Ardarius Stewart or was that Christian Jones time? Which one came first? I get them mixed up every now and then. They kind of the same, one and the same when you talk about how they showed up to Bama and the type of skill set that they brought to the wide receiver room. So I look at it and I think about just the offensive side alone. We're sitting kind of in a similar position. And then defensively, the defense wasn't the problem. We wasn't worried about Jeremy Pruitt taking over as the coordinator. We wasn't worried about it. We wasn't even worried when Tosh Lapoy took over. We wasn't worried because Coach Saban still had the defense on lock. So you look at it, Kalen DeBoer kind of has that same type of reign over the offense. So we're not necessarily worried. We just want to see it finally evolve. And then with Kane Womack, he's already proven that he's a solid defensive play caller and can scheme up a solid defense. And I think this year with the type of defensive lineman, we talk about the personnel, the makeup of the personnel, the D linemen that he got handed, yes, they were talented, but they were two gap guys, two gap specialists. You see the guys that stayed, Jeremiah Beeman, that was what his high school highlight film was full of, just shooting gaps and blowing up the run game, getting to the quarterback. So when I think about it, Alabama, more so than ever right now, is more poised for a national championship push, a playoff push than what we've seen in the past. And so when you call into the phone lines, I want you to think about these things: defensive makeup, the personnel, the type of off-season transitions that we've seen, the moves that we saw. I want you to think about it. And I want to pose this question, this topic of conversation for the phone lines, because we're going to open the phone lines tonight. And you can leave a voicemail now to respond to it, 334-625-1121. Does this 2026 Alabama team have the same potential as far as the how far they can go? You know, 2016 was the second year of the college football playoff, right? The 2015 year, Blake Sims and those guys lost to Ohio State. Then the next year, Bama took it with Jake Coker. And then that following year after Coker, you had Jalen Hurts. And that crew of guys. Then 17, you had Tua. If you look at how Alabama's been recruiting, man, you can't help but to think just from the skill sets alone and what's happening in college football and how Alabama consistently stays in the mix for programs that are championship contenders. I think you're set up for an adventure this year with the 2026-27 Alabama squad. Especially if you think about it, I truly believe Keelan Russell is the answer to that spark. Austin Mack may get an opportunity. I don't see why you would even gamble it after seeing what we've seen over the past 2 seasons. I mean, Keelan Russell came in last spring, right? And just made a name. Stayed in the competition with Ty Simpson, the redshirt junior, and Austin Mack, the redshirt sophomore. A true freshman, kept his name in the hat. I think that's the spark you need, especially with the young talent around it. I saw my guy Clint. He talked about how, Cedarian Morgan and Xavier Crowell, those young freshman talents, you can't keep those guys off the field. And this staff has shown that they will not shy away from playing young talent. Nasir Brooks last year, A.K. Deere last year, Michael Carroll last year, Caleb Edwards last year, Marshall Pritchett. Freshmen, those are freshmen.
names being called multiple times during the season. Defensively, Dijon Lee. It was no secret. London Simmons, no secret. So it's no secret that this staff will call on the young guys to get out there and get an opportunity. And because of that, I think that's the spark that this team needs to see everybody kind of play to their full potential. Right? No respect to person. Play the best available. Solid rotation. And then you look at how this staff has brought this team together. You look at some of the social media accounts of these players. These guys are locked in. Nobody's really going home this offseason. And if they are, it's not an extensive amount of time. Facilities are in use 24/7. I love it. I love it. So, with that being said, y'all, hopefully y'all are ready to dive into that conversation tonight on the phone call segment. We will be live at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The phone lines will be open at 7:45. Call in. We will start off with 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the line. If we have the lines buzzing, make sure you listen for the sound.
Shut your A major.
Make sure you listen to the sound so that you know when to go to the next caller. And when we do that, man, it's just for everybody to get their voices heard. It's just for everybody to get their voices heard. If you're tapping in post live, make sure you like, share, and comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Give a shout out to all of our sponsors, Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. Shout out to my brother Frederick Harris. We appreciate you for that. First Place Barber here in Montgomery, Alabama. We thank you for your sponsorship. Walk On Sports Bistro. We appreciate you for being a partner with Coach Smook Network and all of our other partners, Goomba Bullies, Helping Hands LLC. We thank you all for doing everything that you do, but most of all, the AAA family. We appreciate you all. And as you all know, tomorrow is your boy's birthday. So tonight we will be doing something special. Not necessarily special. We just have a little talking segment where we'll just have some fun. And we plan to have some entertaining content throughout the day tomorrow after your boy get from the gym. We might postpone the morning show because all my gym family they showing your boy some love, man. You know, it's these past 3 years of my birthday have been kind of crazy, but this year we get to share with some people that we love, man. That people have been showing us some love and supporting us and pushing us through some things. You all, the AAA family, have definitely been a consistent support throughout this transition, so I definitely appreciate you all. And God be willing, we wake up tomorrow morning, man. We'll be celebrating 36 years of life, 36 36 rotations around the sun, I guess you say. Is that how they say it? I don't know. I just know I'm grateful to be alive, man, and I'm glad to be able to be in a position to where if we continue to move the right way, we'll impact the right way. And that's the main thing we want to do, have the right impact, positive impact, continue to grow and better ourselves daily. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all later on tonight. Tap in. We got clips being posted today throughout the page. Make sure all your notifications on. Share the page. Share it out. We're almost at our goal of 5K subscribers. I appreciate y'all for that, man. Y'all just don't know it. When you don't pay for ads, it gets crazy. You know, and I don't think we're at a stage where we need to pay for ads. Organically, we're growing. So I'm gonna trust the process. I like what we're doing. I like how we're growing. I like the people that's coming around. We weeded out the trolls. We don't have a lot of troll comments and negative talk when we come in here. I'm loving it. I'm loving the way the community is growing. And we're growing on TikTok. If you don't follow the network page on TikTok, it's Coach Smook Network on TikTok now. It's no more Coach Smook Gaming. It's Coach Smook Network. The Coach Smook channel will have all the variety content, the Coach Smook page, but the Coach Smook Network will have your Alabama football, your college football, Alabama State. Everything we do college football wise will be on the Coach Smook Network TikTok channel, all the clips and stuff. So y'all make sure y'all go and follow that. Let's get some comments before we get out of here. We got about 5 minutes before we get out of here. USC snagged another 4-star safety yesterday. By chance, do you know how many scholarships you have this year? I know Alabama has 27. I think we have 27 this year. 27 or 28? 27 or 28. I think that's what the number is this year. This team is going to be dangerous. I truly believe that, Zach. I truly believe that. And I think more so dangerous in the sense of you can have so many different possibilities within the first 3 weeks because of the matchups. Eastern Carolina, Kentucky, Florida State. Those are 3 different teams, 3 different makeups, 3 different styles. And you can really be battle tested. Even to me, if either one of those games end up being a close game with a win, I think that's the best case scenario for a team that's talented. Yeah, that's a solid number. That's good. I think the average right now is like 24 to 29 for most universities. So, I mean, Alabama always sits right there in the middle of it with the quality and the depth of how they can recruit, scholarship wise. Let's see who else. My boy Hall of Fame Jason, man. I seen you pull up. Give it up for Hall of Fame Jason. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Give it up for him. Maybe. That internet, y'all. One of my producers, I ain't gonna start right now. We'll talk about the internet today. We're gonna let it live. We're gonna let it ride today. Oh man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Amanda Roll Tide back there on the ones and twos. Give it up for my one of my producers in the back. All right, y'all. I gotta get up. Why am I clapping again? I gotta get up out of here. We got a lot of things to do, man. I'm excited about what we got going on today. Like I said, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully we can get Zach on the line. Hopefully y'all call in, leave some voicemails, get us started with our call-in show tonight, and just have a good time the rest of this offseason, y'all. Ohio, we're coming. Winton Woods High School, we're coming to do a docuseries. Mason McClure, shout out to him, the 4-star, or 3-star. He's a 3-star, but 5-star in my book. But I think this young man is definitely solid. What's up, MJ? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Roll Tide, my boy, MJ. Been here. Hey, don't forget, y'all. This month is the month where we're celebrating year number 2 of the Coach Smook Network. 3 years of having the Coach Smook channel on YouTube actively engaged with Alabama content. And 2 years as Coach Smook Network. So we're blessed to be where we are, y'all. 4K subscribers in 2 years. That's pretty solid. Never paid for an ad. I gotta keep announcing it because now I think I have to pay for ads. I think we have to pay for ads. They've limited us. We've seen our viewership kind of be blocked. We've been getting a lot of messages about people not getting notifications when we go live. So maybe it's forcing us to become mainstream on the YouTube side, and for us to hit that trajectory we need to hit to continue to grow. And a lot of times we try to go against the grain a lot to prove something, but sometimes it's part of the process. You have to invest in those things. So as you all continue to like, share, and subscribe, that's going to help us grow. So with that being said, y'all, I know the show was kind of different. This is kind of how we're going to be doing it in the off season. With me being a personal trainer, full-time personal trainer, full-time sports media personality. You'll catch me at the gym a lot of times, and we'll just talk until we hit July, get back in the studio full-time, and then we'll get the grind going for the season. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in, y'all. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that if you want to join and help us continue to grow by becoming a member, hit the link in the chat in the descriptions on the main page. We got it everywhere. Don't forget to check out our merch too. We still got merch available. It's still going through our third party, our distributor, our printing contact. They will be fully set up in August. So when the season kicks off, we'll be able to have that faster turnaround order time and know exactly what products we have available, the quality, and it'll be a set price without all the extra stuff. So we're excited about that. And what else? Am I forgetting anything? Merch. What else? We forget something, man. I feel like we forget something. We'll remember it later on. But I appreciate y'all. And remember, y'all, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed, man. Ain't no
telling their tales, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I bleed it from the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film study, so militant, I ain't guessing a thing, break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team, authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?